Season 3, Episode 47 of One Man's Opinion. Today I am reviewing the new Theresa Rebeck play, I Need That, directed by Moritz von Stuelpnagel, running through December 30th at Roundabout Theater Company's American Airlines Theater at 227 West 42nd Street in New York City. For anyone interested in supporting my show, I encourage you to visit my Patreon page where you, for as little as $1 a month, can help keep the show going. I'll leave a link in the description. I've seen a few works of Theresa Rebeck's at this point, and I've got to say this is, for me, easily my favorite work of hers. Danny DeVito stars as Sam, a widower who lives on his own and, in his grief, has become a hoarder. His friend, Foster, played by Ray Anthony Thomas, and his daughter Amelia, played by real-life daughter Lucy DeVito, do their best to encourage Sam to let go of the stacks of boxes and shelves of books, magazines, board games, and more. To add a ticking clock element to the story, authorities are threatening to evict Sam if he doesn't do something about his living conditions. Rebeck has crafted a wonderful play that evolves delicately from an initially comic story that gradually becomes more and more desperate as Sam's repressed feelings of not only his deceased wife, but the abuses he received as a child erupt out of him. As the play progresses, the humor starts to drip away as the severity of Sam's mental health that is causing the hoarding comes more to the forefront. There was an almost measured decrease in laughter from the audience as the play moves from the beginning to about the 30 to 40 minute mark. What's nice about it is the organic evolution of it all. It doesn't feel jarring to suddenly no longer be laughing. The elements that were previously funny slowly no longer become so. And what comes out of it is some fantastic acting by all. After a touching scene between Sam and Amelia talking about how they used to play board games together as a family, there's a scene where Sam plays the game Sorry on his own. As he begins to get absorbed into the game, he takes on the role of one of the colors in the game, role-playing as himself as one color and the others as they beat him. It's a powerful moment, and if for nothing else in the play, should create a guaranteed lock for Danny DeVito receiving his second Tony nomination. Ray Anthony Thomas has a great scene where Foster describes how he is having his own problems where he is living, where he is also at risk of being tossed out of where he lives. It's a little too much of spoiler territory if I tell you much else about what he is doing to keep a roof over his head, but it directly has to do with Sam's situation. Lucy DeVito gets a moment for herself as Amelia too that I won't reveal as it happens at the end of the play. I will say that it helps bring the play into its conclusion though. What's great about all three performances is that there is an organic quality that is often missed in stage acting. Too much in stage performances, actors become so rote in their dialogue that it loses the spontaneity of language, and all three deliver their lines like it's the first time these characters have ever spoken them, which is how it should be. There are stutters and considerations in her speech patterns that make their performances feel far more naturalistic than most theater that I see. If there is a weak point in the play, it is the ending, which becomes fairly predictable after about the three-quarter mark. I knew pretty much at that point where the play was going to go. It was just a matter as to which of the three or so conclusions that remained on the table that the play would take. Still, it's a satisfying and humorous conclusion. It's just a bit expected. God bless the stage crew and prop team, as I haven't seen this much detritus on set since True West, and the pre-show setup has to be meticulously detailed as every magazine, board game, playing card, and any number of other things have to be returned to their starting position. It's an impressive construct from Alexander Dodge's set design to Jereme Kyle Lewis, the production stage manager, making sure the crew is on point at every performance. And a scene change near the end of the play is really impressive. I've worked backstage in shows where there are massive quick shifts, and what happens here had me quietly cheering for the crew from my seat, and it also got some audible cheers from the audience. I Need That is a great show. The cast is great, especially Danny DeVito. The story flows naturally in its textures of humor to drama, addressing a serious condition that people have with good humor and heartfelt sensitivity. Though people can probably predict the ending, or at least get pretty close, it is still fulfilling and uplifting. I Need That is Theresa Rebeck's best work that I've seen and is a must-see. But I am only one man's opinion, so be sure to leave yours in the comments below. If you'd like to see I Need That, I'll leave a link where you can get tickets in the description. Don't forget to visit my Patreon page to become a patron and support my channel here by sharing, liking, and subscribing. And click the notification bell to be alerted to future reviews. My next review will be cheese fries and chili dips at Seven Angels Theater. Thank you for watching, and I will see you at the theater.